In a universe where gods walked among men and titans, the birth of Athena was nothing short of extraordinary. Born to Zeus, the supreme deity of Olympia, and Metis, the titaness of wisdom, Athena's birth defied conventional expectations. Hearing a prophecy that a child from Zeus and Metis would one day surpass him, Zeus ingested his pregnant consort Metis whole, a desperate measure to avert his displacement. With this act, Athena's existence as a mere fetus took a turn for the spectacular. Zeus's ingenious solution proved to be flawed, as an unbearable headache besieged him. Unable to bear the pain, he called upon Hephaestus, the god of artisans and metallurgy. Hephaestus, with a well-aimed swing, split open Zeus's head. A war cry reverberated through the air as Athena emerged fully grown, arrayed in armor from Zeus's skull, bridging the divine with the mortal world in a stroke of glory. Thus did Athena, born of wisdom and might, walk forth amidst gods and men. Embodying elements from both her parents, Athena inherited wisdom from Metis and courage from Zeus. Celebrated as the goddess of wisdom, warfare, civilization, and justice, among others, Athena's story was destined to be an unforgettable in the Greek mythology. But with such a dramatic entrance, what would become of Athena? Chapter 2. Athena, the esteemed goddess. Athena's birth was backed by a divine prophecy, marking her foreseen influence on the realms of gods and mortals. Emerging from her mythic birth, Athena, resplendent in her armor and charged with wisdom's power, embarked on her divine journey. Endowed with profound discernment, strategic warfare skills, and a calm demeanor, Athena towered among the Olympians. Distinctly known as the goddess of wisdom and warfare, Athena was not a reckless warmonger. Her wisdom enabled her to prioritize deliberation and strategy over brute force and bloodshed. Athena was heavily involved in most military victories as the brains behind the operations. It wasn't just the battlefield where Athena's brilliance shone. Her quick wit and profound wisdom were sought after in times of peace too. Regarded as the goddess of arts and crafts, Athena contributed immensely to shaping the civilization of ancient Greece. Athena taught humans various skills such as spinning, weaving, and metalwork, exhibiting a nurturing side of her character. Intriguingly, Athena, despite her strong military association, had a strong commitment to justice and fairness, often playing the role of the peacekeeper among the gods. It was not uncommon to find Athena resorting to mediation and dialogue to resolve conflicts, adding another complex layer to her character. In Athena's extraordinary identity, the embodiment of strength harmoniously coexisted with wisdom. With such an unusual blend of attributes, there were several remarkable tales spun around Athena's persona, making her one of the key deities in Greek mythology. Chapter 3. Athena and the City of Athens. In the times of ancient Greece, cities didn't merely sprout. They had to win the favor of a deity to truly flourish, and Athena, being the pivotal figure she was, unsurprisingly found herself at the heart of such a coveted favor. The great city that would come to bear her name, Athens, was not hers by default, but obtained through a duel of gifts. Poseidon, god of the sea and Athena's uncle, desired to be the patron god of a promising, unnamed city. Athena too had her eye on this prize. Thus, a divine contest was arranged by the gods where they would gift the city a present. The king and citizens would then decide which was superior, and hence who would get the right to be its patron deity. Unsheathing his trident, Poseidon struck a rock, causing water to gush forth, signifying his rule over the seas and proposing the city can have an endless supply of water. However, the water was as salty as the sea, rendering it undrinkable. Athena, on the other hand, planted an olive tree, a gift that was immediately revered. The olive tree offered not only olives for sustenance, but its wood could be used for building, and its oil for cooking and lighting. It was a gift that signified prosperity, peace, and resilience. Their decision was unanimous. Athena's gift was paramount. That day, the city was named Athens in her honor, and the olive tree became the city's sacred symbol. The goddess wasn't just victorious, but was honored through a city that would thrive as one of Greece's most important cities. Chapter 4. Athena, the divine warrior. Even though Athena was the goddess of warfare, she diverged from the archetype. Instead of being thirsty for blood and battles, she represented the strategic aspect of warfare. A prime example of this is apparent in her role during the Trojan War. A significant event in Greek mythology, that pitted gods and mortals alike against one another. While Athena didn't come up with the idea of the Trojan horse, she was instrumental in assisting the Greeks through their battles, providing them with the strategy, courage, and strength they needed to face their adversaries. One such hero was Diomedes, the king of Argos. Known for his bravery and skill in battle, Diomedes was guided by Athena numerous times during the war. The most notable instance was when Athena gave Diomedes the strength and courage to wound Ares, the god of war, causing him to retreat from the battlefield. This action reflected Athena's ability to sway the tides of battle and her preference for heroes who combined strength with intelligence. Then there was Odysseus, king of Ithaca, renowned for his intellect and eloquence. Odysseus was Athena's favorite mortal, and the two shared a bond rooted in wisdom and cunning. Throughout the war, it was Athena who provided Odysseus with shrewd strategies and critical advice. She protected him in battle and guided him on his perilous journey home after the war, emphasizing her role as a protector and mentor. Finally, the mighty Achilles, the greatest of the Greek warriors, also received Athena's support, specifically in his confrontation against Hector, the Trojan prince. Athena tricked Hector into fighting Achilles, which ultimately led to Hector's death, turning the tide of war in favor of Greeks. The Trojan War showcased Athena's role not just as a goddess of warfare, but as a valuable ally, strategist, and protector. Her influence among the warriors was unparalleled, and through her guidance, she elevated the potentials of these heroes, leading the Greeks to victory. Chapter 5. Athena, the symbol of justice and wisdom. Despite Athena's significant role in warfare, she remained firmly committed to justice and fairness. Her wisdom extended beyond battles and strategies, and was deeply embedded in the roots of ancient Greek civilization, the arts, and the legal system. Athena was respected as a diplomat and often involved herself in conflicts to mediate and maintain peace and order among gods and mortals alike. One of the most significant proofs of Athena's role as a symbol of justice is her involvement in the trial of Orestes. After Orestes murdered his mother, Clytemnestra, to avenge his father's death, the Furies, goddesses of revenge, hunted him. Seeing the young prince tormented, Athena intervened and set up a trial in Athens. Athena provided a jury of Athenian men, ultimately casting her vote to acquit Orestes, thus establishing him innocent. This myth was important as it suggested the foundation of the Athenian legal system and the introduction of trial by jury, serving as a groundbreaking event in the real world. In civil matters too, Athena emerged as a beacon of wisdom and creativity. She was recognized for teaching men to tame horses and inventing crucial aspects of everyday life, such as the pottery wheel and shipbuilding. She was one who was deeply woven into the fabric of daily life, influencing and guiding in every aspect. These accounts serve as a testament to Athena's well-rounded character. From battlefields to courtrooms, from creative workshops to classrooms, Athena's wisdom pervaded throughout ancient Greece. Yet, Athena's illustrious life in Greek mythology is not without its controversies and conflicts. Shall we explore them next? Chapter 6. Athena's rivalries and struggles. No Greek god or goddess is exempt from confrontations, and this held true for Athena as well. Though she was revered for her wit and wisdom, Athena had her share of disputes and contentions, serving to only heighten her legendary status. Her rivalry with Poseidon was not just limited to the patronage tussle for Athens, but it extended beyond. One such strife involved Medusa, once a beautiful maiden. According to one version of the myth, it is believed that Poseidon was infatuated with Medusa and dishonored her in Athena's temple. Outraged by the desecration of her sacred space, Athena transformed Medusa into a monstrous gorgon with a head full of venomous snakes. Another rivalry brewed between Athena and Arachne, a mortal woman who challenged Athena's weaving skills. In the public competition that ensued, Arachne produced a tapestry depicting the shortcomings and follies of the gods, which earned her Athena's wrath. The goddess turned Arachne into a spider, condemning her and her descendants to a lifetime of weaving. Athena's battles weren't always external. Epitomizing wisdom and the military might, she found herself in a constant struggle to strike a balance between war and wisdom, power and peace. Athena was a paradox, one who embodied war and strife while also symbolizing wisdom and prosperity. The intricate tales of Athena's challenges and rivalries add depth to her character and emphasize her influential role in Greek mythology. But even such a formidable goddess's narrative is incomplete without discussing her virtues. Chapter 7. Athena, the protector and guide. Many of Athena's stories center around her role as a protector and a guiding mentor. Her wisdom and intellect placed her in a unique position to influence and mentor heroes, guide entire cities, and even mediate disputes among gods. Athena took many heroes under her wing, serving as both a protective shield and a guiding entity. Heracles, famously known for his 12 labors, was one such beneficiary of Athena's protection. It was Athena who provided him with the bronze clappers, which he used to scare the Stymphalian birds, and it was Athena who helped him navigate his other labors. However, the most significant of Athena's human protégés was Odysseus, the hero of the Iliad and the Odyssey. A master strategist and thinker, Odysseus was Athena's favorite for his intellect and cunning. Athena guided him through his 10-year journey back home following the Trojan War, proving instrumental in his survival and successful return. Athena's protection was not limited to individuals alone. She was the divine protector of Athens, her namesake city. Even though the city and the goddess had occasional disputes, Athena's protection remained unwavering. Understanding Athena's role as a protector highlights her commitment to justice and fairness, demonstrating her complex yet principled character. She stood tall as a beacon of wisdom, distilled from the intricate narratives of Greek mythology. But how do these tales continue to echo in our lives today? Chapter 8. Athena's legacy. Athena's tales might belong to a bygone era, but her impact resonates powerfully through the ages. The ancient city of Athens, once under her divine protection as its patron goddess, remains a testament to her grandeur and wisdom. Athens today flourishes as a vibrant center of history, and its symbol, the olive tree, is found in abundance across the city, silent reminders of Athena's influential legacy. Centuries later, Athena's statues and depictions are globally recognized as symbols of wisdom, courage, and strategic warfare. The Grand Parthenon, perched atop the Acropolis in Athens, was named after Athena's epithet, Parthenos, meaning virgin, standing as an enduring homage to her. Athena, with her mighty spear and aegis, her wisdom and her owl, has undeniably become a global symbol of intelligence and strategic planning. Her image has pervaded various cultural artifacts, including coins, amulets, and architectural structures, and continues to inspire artists and thinkers today. Beyond physical depictions, Athena's values of logical thinking, wisdom in warfare, and strategic planning have permeated into our society and consciousness, molding principles and ideals. She remaining an embodiment of intellectual pursuits, justice, and the balance of power. Athena's legacy, imprinted in the landscape of Athens and the minds of many, remains immortal. Her tales are a reflection of the divine wisdom that continues to guide mankind towards a journey of knowledge and justice. Athena's existence might hail from mythology, but her essence thrives in reality. And now, what part of her story will you take into your own? Chapter 9. Athena and her influence on modern culture. While the tales of Greek mythology remain captivating, the influence of Athena extends far further than simply these ancient stories. Today, Athena's iconic character continues to have a profound impact in modern culture. In literature, Athena frequently appears as a symbol of wisdom and strength. Various forms of her myths have been reinterpreted in novels, short stories, and plays, continuing to engage readers across generations. Authors and filmmakers often use her characteristics, wisdom, justice, and strategic thinking, to create compelling characters, attributes that are especially prevalent in the fantasy genre. Moreover, Athena, as a representative of wisdom and education, has made a significant impact on academic institutions. She is often seen as the patron goddess of universities, and her symbol, the owl, is commonly associated with the pursuit of knowledge. Universities across the world use Athena as their mascot, embodiment of their educational values. The field of psychology has also drawn inspiration from Athena, using the term Athena complex to refer to women who embody wisdom, career orientation, and independent spirit, similar to the revered goddess. Even outside these realms, Athena's influence spreads wide into astronomy, art, and even business brands. Her name is prefixed with celestial bodies. She is interpreted differently across art movements, and her wisdom influences strategic business decisions. Chapter 10. Athena, the epitome of empowerment. Athena's legacy embodies more than just wisdom and warfare, for she is seen as a figure of empowerment. As a female deity who excelled in fields typically dominated by male gods in Greek mythology, Athena becomes a symbol of female prowess and independence. One of the 12 Olympians, Athena held her own among gods like Zeus, Poseidon, and Ares. She ruled over war and wisdom, something that established her uniqueness and superiority among the deities. Even though these areas were typically male-dominated, Athena was arguably better versed in them than most of her male counterparts. As a virgin goddess, Athena was known to have never married or had children. She was depicted as self-sufficient, not defined by any romantic relationships, and remained free from any external influences. She valued her independence, signifying an early representation of women empowerment and feminism. In the modern context, Athena can be seen as a symbol of empowerment for women in all walks of life. She is independent, a leading figure in a realm mostly led by men, and is celebrated for her intellectual and strategic capabilities. Athena's portrayal as an independent goddess of wisdom and warfare serves as a beacon for all women, urging them to break free from the shackles of societal constraints and to rise powerfully, just like her. Athena's principles of wisdom, courage, and independence are not bound to times of ancient Greece, but echo into our world today as a powerful narrative of empowerment. As we strive for progress in our world, Athena's story serves as a reminder of the strength within us all. A strength that, once found, can bring about a new dawn, just as Athena once did. Chapter 11. The enduring tale of Athena, a woman of unrivaled wisdom and might, an unyielding defender of cities, a skilled architect of strategies, and a beacon of knowledge. Athena's story, woven into the framework of time and perception, transcends the ancient world. As the ink of her tale bleeds into our present, it forms a mosaic of lessons and values that are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. In Athena's narrative, we learn the power of wisdom that lies beyond pages of books and halls of academia, a wisdom that assumes many faces. In war, Athena demonstrated it as strategic prowess. In peace, as the guide for skilled craftsmanship and the arts. In disputes, as fair justice and mediation. Her tale shows us that strength and power do not merely lie in physical might, but in the essence of one's character. Despite being a warrior goddess, Athena chose wisdom over violence, exhibiting a profound understanding of power that isn't solely based on brute strength, but also on the capacity for empathy, fairness, and diplomacy. Finally, Athena's story exemplifies profound independence and self-sufficiency. She had no need for a partner or children, and was not defined by relationships, but by her individual accomplishments and capabilities. Her narrative resonates uniquely with the contemporary discourse on women's empowerment and individual growth. As we immerse ourselves in Athena's tale, we witness a timeless narrative radiating with wisdom, courage, and a progressive perspective on power and independence. Athena might have been a character in mythology, but her story is a chronicle of principles that reverberate in our world today, continuing to shape and inspire. The goddess of wisdom still stands tall, her gaze stoic, her legacy unmatched, her tale enduring. Chapter 12. Farewell to Athena. As we turn the final page of Athena's chronicle, we conclude a journey woven with wisdom, warfare, and wonders. We crossed the realm of the divine, meandered through Athena's extraordinary birth, the battles, the divine disputes, and appreciated her lasting influence in the aspects of our lives today. In Athena, we discovered a goddess who was far more than her divine might. She was wisdom personified, a sublime blend of intellect and power. Her story showcased her as the protector of heroes and cities, the strategist in warfare, and a mentor to gods and mortals. Athena redefined power, integrating it with wisdom and justice, molding it into a force of progression, a beacon of civilization. We hope Athena's story wasn't merely a dive into Greek mythology, but also a reflection of enduring qualities and values she championed: wisdom, courage, justice, and independence. As Athena's tale lives on, transcending the sands of time, its echoes still dance in the wind, its essence trickles into our streams of thought, leaving traces of her wisdom in the fabric of our lives. Thank you for joining on this journey through Athena's life. May her wisdom guide us, kindle in us the flame of knowledge and sculpt us into being the heroes of our tales. Until we meet again in another story, another time, another mythology. Farewell.